Conductor.
Thematic is different, man. Especially it's like frequencies, you know, because like your beats aren't like algorithm based, like it's really feeling based. So I resonate with that because I don't have to like think about like I don't know rules for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, like.
I got a homegirl that's a painter, and she's got her sketchbooks where she's like got ideas, and then she's got sketchbooks where she's trying to be bad on purpose. Like it's all of her first impulse thought, and some of it's like abstract stuff, and some of it is her not knowing what's gonna happen if she mixes certain colors or does certain shapes or whatever. But sometimes I'll look at the books that she's got that are like the bad art on purpose. Like, let's see how bad I can make it, how nasty this, like where the paint comes out brown. It's so bad, the paint ain't even a color anymore. I look at those and I'm actually kind of like blown away by those ideas that she's got in that book more than the ones where she's actually trying to abide by the rules. So.
Way down in the jungle.
A plant grow, a can't grow, can't handle the environment it came from. I can't lie, sometimes I feel the same sun, but then it rained from 8 to 8 a.m. the next day. Sun came and it saved him. It's mundane but amazing. It's why I can't complain when it's raining. I need it, cause I'm aiming for the sky, trying to reach it. And I'm saying I'ma breach it, break through. I may do thus far, what more will it take to achieve it? Needless to say, when the seasons go gray, degrees is receding. Please don't leave me leafless, lifeless. Life is priceless, leave me to my own devices. Try and fight my vices, so egregious, so enticing. I told myself, my old self I can't compete with. The new me, he ain't me yet. And the old me, I can't find him, and I ain't seeking. Oh, he's compromised him, I ain't lying, please believe it. Ostracized him from the scene I put my feet so deep in. Left wet concrete on the street when he left. You can still see the streaks of cement from when he stepped. See the puddles from when he wept.
Yo, Guilty, Leon Thomas, Conductor We Have a Problem 3.
Y'all fucking with it for real.
Streaming out everywhere right now. Shout out DistroKid. Yo, me and Leon, every time we link up, super crazy. He always has the best energy, comes in the room, fills the room up with a smile. He's so creative.
Yeah, this is dope. I was excited about this.
Yeah,
Linking up with you, me
too, bro.
I was like, man.
Cause you know, like that internet shit, you never know if somebody's like an asshole in person. Like, I knew you was a cool nigga, bro. I can tell.
Made this beat right when he called me and was like, yo, I'm on my way. I'm 15 minutes away from the studio. Found a sample, kind of just got right into it.
A sleep apnea treatment that works inside my body.
When he walked through the door in the studio, he was ready. Like we were cooking. Like he's like, yo, what's that? Type shit. Guilty is the song on the album that is, it's the like moment where things get real. Like, so if you're living in living in deception, or you're living in this like alternative land of state of deception, Guilty is the moment when you like snap back in and everything feels real, you know, and it feels like you feel it in your chest. So I wanted this song to be a more traditional take on an R&B music that I would do. So the sample isn't as distressed. There's not, the drums aren't looped. I took the 8 a.m. in Charlotte route with the drums and just kind of like played them out on the kitchen sink type shit. So I really wanted this to feel like a thing and be shiny like a thing. And that's why the Leon record is just so bright on the album. what we'll do is like we always, and we'll get right into the chops. So the chops are pretty simple. And I just got them on the pads. Use all 16 pads of it. So at this point, got them chopped up micro so I can, you know, play them backwards or whatever the feel was. This way I just took like more of a straightforward right at it and gave it some pitching. So we're gonna pitch it up to D. So 2 semis to D. And this is what we got. So the pitch makes the tempo ramp up. So this beat is actually built on 12s. I don't know why I did that at the time. You know, normally I would do a sequence that's 8, a sequence that's 4, but on this day, for whatever reasons, I built it on 12s. So this thing just rolls on a loop of 12s. And that's really, really dope. A lot of times, if you stretch the amount of bars, you can be more human inside of that mix. So if you got like 2 bars or 1 bar, it's going to feel more mechanical because it's just doing this. But I don't use the quantize function on any drum machine. So I have an opportunity in 12 bars to kind of like, you know, get to it how I want to get to it. And that's the beauty of Guilty, is the bass line and how it's moving the whole time. And working with Leon, he like understood that so good. Like he understood that the bass line is his counterpart, and he didn't try to oversing the bass line. He just kind of like let it sit in the middle of the track, and then he went up and down and around it and all of that. So he did a great job of like making sure that he wasn't in the way and that he wasn't doing too much. Which is why I like working with R&B singers, for real, because they get it, you know, in a way where there's a lot of rappers that I work with, they get it too, but like Leon understands he's a part of a group, and in this group, it's the instrumental.
And you guilty of a lot of things. You're always up and away, caught up in the honeymoon phase. I know your daddy wish he could have done better, but why should I have to pay? We were guilty of a lot of things. Lord knows I'm guilty of saying what I mean. Yeah, we're guilty of a lot of things.
That like backgrounds and like
Yo, that shit is crazy.
dope.
So let's get into the drums just for some texture. So that shit is like, it's like simple. They, like I always say, it's just the kitchen sink, you know what I'm saying? You wash the dishes already and shit, and then you just like making beats in the sink. I don't know if y'all ever did that, but that's the feeling that I wanted to capture, is that freestyle, like kick a flow. But in this case, it's Leon kicking the verses on some soul shit. We're gonna add the hat in there just to like stabilize things a bit. And then like a really simple thing, we'll let it run back again, but like a really simple idea that I used was I used a crash cymbal, a ride as a crash, but let's see. I think I only used it once too. I use it to transition, so instead of like a splash of a crash, I just use this little like just like that little like bell thump thing to get us to the next sequence for some texture. It's funny because at this point, he's like, and it's not like I was like timing it like, all right, I got 15 minutes to make this beat so Leon can come in and sing to it. I was honestly just like, I got 15 minutes before this dude walks in and I'm playing him beats already made. So what's cool is in my mind, everything is like moving fast. So at this point, I'm about done. I felt like, I'm like, yo, I can turn it off. But after that bell thump thing, I decided to add some shakers. You can kind of hear them back there a little bit. There's like baby shakers. And in the final mix, when I tracked this record out, I actually made these elements, that bell, the hi-hat. I shout out Jazz 64111 in Kansas City, the engineer that mixed this record. I mixed Guilty a good 12 times, and I'm not exaggerating. I did it 2 times inside the box, tried to spit it out. Shout out KM. KM in this studio mixed it 1 time. In the other one, I want to say he mixed it another time. Then I put it in Pro Tools and mixed it. And then finally, on the 12th time, I'm in Kansas City, I called Jazz. I'm like, Jazz, bro, I got this record. We don't have the stems necessarily, but Leon's vocals. But I'm like, let's see what we can do. So Leon sent his vocal stems over. That helped out a lot. And then I multi-tracked the beat into bass line, Rhodes, kick snare, hi-hat, thump of a bell, shakers. So I had individual tracks on each lane. And so I told Jazz I wanted it to be bright and airy. So like boost the top end around like 19 and like create that air of a thing. And he really made this record bright. So when you listen to the final version, the mastered version, you'll hear how bright this shit is because I told Jazz I needed to feel like a Jodeci record. But coming out of the machine right now, it's just very like raw of how we cut it. And give y'all a feel of that. So at this point, the record is like, the sketch is done. I 2-track it. Leon walks through the door. I'm like, yo, look at this. Like before he got in through the door, I told Dill, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna play this shit. Played it. Leon caught a vibe. We sent it to him, and the rest was kind of history with Guilty, man, on this. What's funny is the record, he's like touching on like divorce and stuff like that. And if anybody's ever been divorced or in a breakup that was like odd, not necessarily like drag out, fallout, brawl or domestic, things, but if it's just like a bad marriage and like it finally ends, like this song pulls at those heartstrings because it is a matter of fault and guilt on both sides. Like it's like the truth is told twice or what, like whatever that is, like everybody's got their version of the truth. So it's like you'll hear the partner side and then you'll hear your side, and friends and family are divided, but in the end of the day, it's like it's an L. Like divorce, a breakup, a situation at your job where you got fired, it's an L for the company and you. In a marriage, it's an L for the partners, the husband and the wife, or the partner and the partner. Like it's an L, bro. Like just take your loss and lick your wounds and go away and time is the great equalizer. And I think Leon really caught the wave of that with this song. And the like, I wish your daddy would have done better line is crazy, because like those feelings were raw. So I don't know what my brother was going through. And maybe he was just in Fantasy Island, just like, because he's like a brilliant writer, you know? So with Leon, a lot of this shit be based on facts. But in this situation, it's like, that's the beautiful thing about art, is like not knowing if he was going through that himself. I haven't asked my brother that, but it kind of doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, the TV show is constructed to be entertainment, and he did that for this song, a part of my album. So shout out Leon Thomas. Conductor We Have a Problem 3 is out everywhere, doing well, merch available, conductorwehaveaproblem.com. Y'all know all the things that the things do, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Till next time, that's all I got, I think. Next time, man. Conductor out. Peace, 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 peace.
Conductor, we have a problem.